Summer desserts are not just about sugar. They are about heat, color, melting hands, beach walks, amusement parks, and that one frozen treat that somehow tastes better when it is 95 degrees outside. Today, we are counting down 10 summer desserts people love, from colorful slushies and shaved ice, all the way to ice cream cones and popsicles. Some are creamy, some are icy, some are fruity, and some are basically childhood on a stick. Let's start. Number 10. Slushie. A slushie is not exactly a soda, and it is not exactly shaved ice. It is somewhere in the middle, cold, colorful, drinkable, and just icy enough to give you a brain freeze if you get too confident. The idea became popular through frozen drink machines that could keep flavored liquid moving while it froze into tiny ice crystals. That is why a slushie stays soft instead of turning into one giant block of ice. You usually see them at gas stations, movie theaters, fairs, and amusement parks. Bright red, bright blue, neon green, slushies are basically summer colors in a cup. They are sweet, loud, and not trying to be fancy. A slushie is the dessert you grab when the sun is too strong and you need something cold right now. Number 9. Dippin Dots. This one is technically a brand, but the style is tiny bead-like ice cream. Instead of being served in scoops, the ice cream is frozen into little colorful dots. It became famous because it looked futuristic. Regular ice cream sits in a tub. This looks like something from a science museum gift shop. The tiny beads are made by flash freezing the ice cream mix at extremely cold temperatures, which creates that unusual pellet shape. Then you eat it with a spoon, and the little frozen dots melt in your mouth. It became especially popular at amusement parks, stadiums, malls, and summer attractions. It is not the most classic dessert on this list, but it is one of the most fun. Dippin Dots feels like ice cream decided to become confetti. Number 8. Shaved ice. Shaved ice looks simple, but the texture makes all the difference. It is made by shaving ice into very thin, soft flakes, then covering it with sweet syrup. Good shaved ice should not feel like chewing ice cubes. It should feel light, fluffy, and almost snow-like. Different places have their own versions. Hawaiian shave ice became especially famous, often served with colorful syrups, condensed milk, ice cream underneath, or sweet toppings. Other countries have similar icy desserts too, from Japanese kakigori to Korean bingsu. That is why shaved ice feels both simple and global. It is cold, bright, and refreshing. Basically a rainbow that melts before you finish it. Number 7. Rolled ice cream. Rolled ice cream is part dessert, part show. It is often linked to Thailand and Southeast Asian street food culture. The ice cream base is poured onto an extremely cold metal plate, mixed with fruit, cookies, or other flavors, then spread thin and scraped into little rolls. That is the fun part. You do not just order it, you watch it happen. The rolls stand up in a cup, then get topped with whipped cream, fruit, chocolate, wafers, or whatever else can fit on top. The taste is creamy, but the shape makes it feel different from regular scooped ice cream. Rolled ice cream became popular because it is so visual. It looks handmade, it looks fresh, and it looks very ready for a camera. It is the dessert version of, wait, let me film this first. Number 6. Mochi Ice Cream. Mochi ice cream combines a chewy outside with a cold, creamy inside. Traditional mochi has roots in Japan and is made with sticky rice. Mochi ice cream takes that soft mochi shell and wraps it around ice cream, creating a dessert that is chewy, cold, and creamy all at once. The modern version became especially popular through Japanese-American food culture, with Los Angeles often connected to its rise in the United States. The magic is the texture. The outside is soft and slightly powdery. The inside is smooth and frozen. One bite gives you two totally different feelings. It is also small, colorful, and easy to share, which makes it perfect for summer parties, dessert shops, Asian markets, and freezer sections. Small dessert. Big personality. Number 5. Sorbet. Sorbet is one of the brightest frozen desserts on this list. It is usually made with fruit, sugar, and water without heavy cream. That makes it lighter than ice cream and lets the fruit flavor come through more directly. Lemon sorbet tastes sharp and sunny. Raspberry sorbet tastes bold and tangy. Mango sorbet tastes like vacation in a bowl. Frozen fruit desserts have existed in many cultures for a long time, but sorbet became especially associated with elegant, refreshing European-style desserts. Today, it works perfectly for summer because it is cold, colorful, and usually dairy-free. If ice cream is rich and cozy, sorbet is bright and awake. It is the dessert you eat when you want something sweet, but still refreshing enough for a hot afternoon. Number 4. Gelato. Gelato is often described as Italian-style ice cream, but it is not exactly the same. It usually has a denser, silkier texture, and it is often served a little warmer than hard ice cream. That makes the flavors taste stronger and smoother. Walking through Italy with gelato in your hand is basically a summer postcard. But gelato became popular around the world because it feels special even when the flavors are simple. Pistachio, chocolate, stracciatella, lemon, hazelnut, mango. Gelato knows how to make one scoop feel fancy. It is creamy, smooth, and usually less airy than many regular ice creams. Gelato is summer dessert with a passport. Number 3. Frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt became popular because it feels like ice cream's lighter Tangier cousin. It is usually made with yogurt or yogurt-style cultures, which gives it that slightly tart flavor. Then people cover it with fruit, candy, cookie crumbs, chocolate chips, mochi, syrup, and suddenly, the lighter option has become a full dessert mountain. Frozen yogurt shops became especially popular because of the self-serve experience. You pick the flavor, pull the handle, swirl it into a cup, and then pretend you are only adding a little toppings. That never happens. Frozen yogurt is cold, creamy, colorful, and customizable. It is not just a dessert, it is a tiny edible personality test. Fresh fruit, cookie dough, rainbow sprinkles, or all of them because summer has no rules. Number 2. Ice cream cone. Ice cream might be the most flexible dessert on this list. It can come in a cup. It can be packed between cookies as an ice cream sandwich. It can sit on top of cake, brownies, waffles, pie, or a warm cookie skillet. It can become a sundae, a float, a milkshake, or a giant birthday cake covered in sprinkles. But in summer, the cone has its own kind of magic. A cone, a melting scoop, and someone trying to eat it before the sun wins. That might be the most classic summer dessert image of all time. Ice cream itself is much older, but the cone became a huge part of fair, beach, and summer food culture. One famous story connects the ice cream cone's rise in popularity to the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, where waffle-style cones helped make ice cream easier to carry and eat. Whether every detail of that story is perfect or not, the cone changed everything. It turned ice cream into a walking dessert, and if you love ice cream, we already made a full video counting down classic ice cream flavors, from coffee and pistachio to chocolate and vanilla. So that is a good one to watch next. But the cone itself deserves its own spot here, because eating ice cream from a cone just feels different. A cup is neat. A sandwich is fun. Cake with ice cream is a party. But a cone is summer chaos. It melts, it drips, it crunches, and somehow that is exactly the point. Number 1. Popsicles. This is the ultimate summer treat. A popsicle is simple, flavored frozen liquid on a stick. But that simple idea is what makes it so powerful. The modern popsicle story is often linked to Frank Epperson, who, as the story goes, accidentally left a sweet drink with a stirring stick outside on a cold night when he was a kid. Years later, that idea became a frozen treat people could hold in their hands. And honestly, it makes sense that a kid is connected to the origin story, because popsicles feel like childhood. They are bright, Cold, messy, cheap, easy to share, and almost impossible to eat without racing against the melt. Fruit Pops, Creamy Pops, Rainbow Pops, Homemade Pops, every version has the same summer energy. A popsicle is not fancy, but it does not need to be. It is summer on a stick. So that is my countdown. 10 summer desserts, from slushies and shaved ice to frozen yogurt, ice cream cones, and popsicles. Which one feels most like summer to you? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to Top Food Explained for more fun food rankings, global flavors, and tasty facts.